What's up, Cool Cat crew? Welcome back. It's one of the Dr. Cool Cat team here, and today we're giving you an exclusive strategy session. We're going to pull back the curtain on one of the most common topics on the GED Science test, pH. And trust me, we're going to show you how to absolutely master it. All right, think of this as your official briefing from HQ. You have one mission for this session, and it's a big one. Your mission is simple: to transform any pH question from something you might guess on into guaranteed easy points. We're turning confusion into total confidence. You ready? Let's get it. Okay, first things first. Before you can dominate the game, you gotta know the playing field, right? So let's do a super quick breakdown of the pH scale itself. I want you to think of the pH scale just like a ruler. That's all it is. But instead of measuring inches, it's measuring how acidic or basic something is on a simple little scale from 0 to 14. Seriously, it's that straightforward. And that whole ruler, it breaks down into 3 super simple zones, all centered around one magic number: 7. 7 is neutral. Think of pure water. Anything below 7 is an acid, and anything above 7 is a base. That's it. Acidic, neutral, basic. Simple. All right, lean in close for this next part, because this is the secret key. This is the one thing the GED loves to test, and it's where pretty much everyone gets tripped up. We're talking about the 10 by 10 power scale. This right here, this is the golden rule. I want you to tattoo this on your brain. A single step on that pH ruler isn't a small, tiny change. It is a massive 10 times jump in power. Here's the best way to picture it. Imagine you're walking down a staircase. Taking one step down on the pH scale, like going from a 4 to a 3, isn't like taking one little stair step. No way. In terms of power, it's like jumping off a 10-story building. It is a huge, huge leap. So let's be crystal clear. One step, say, from a pH of 6 down to 5, means that solution is now 10 times more acidic. And what if you move 2 steps, maybe from a pH of 7 all the way down to 5? Well, that's not 20 times more acidic. It's 10 times 10. That's a 100 times increase. You see the pattern now, right? 3 steps, like from pH 4 down to pH 1, is 10 times 10 times 10. That is a whopping 1,000 times more acidic. This is the secret, guys. You have to know this. Okay, awesome. Now that we have that down, let's look at the next key piece of the puzzle. What actually happens when acids and bases meet each other? Because the GED loves to give you scenarios all about this. So here's a super quick cheat sheet. On one side, you have acids, pH below 7. Think of things like lemon juice or vinegar. They tend to taste sour. On the other side, you've got bases, pH above 7. These are things like soap or baking soda, and they usually feel kind of slippery. And here is the absolute most crucial part. When you mix an acid and a base, they fight each other and cancel each other out. It's called neutralization. They literally pull the pH of the mixture back toward that magic middle number, 7. The perfect real-world example? Heartburn. You've got too much stomach acid, so you take an antacid tablet, which is a base, to calm it down and neutralize it. Okay, now for the best part. We've got the knowledge, but how do we actually use it when you're staring at a question and the clock is ticking? Well, I'm giving you our official Dr. Cool Cat game plan. It's an acronym and it's called PHASE, and you're going to use this for every single pH question you see. Here's how it works. P is for pick the task, figure out what the question really wants. H is for highlight the data, find the key numbers. A is for assess the direction. Is the pH going up or down? S is for scale sense. This is where you remember our golden 10x rule. And finally, E is for evidence. Just form a simple sentence in your head that proves your answer. All right, let's put PHASE into action with a classic GED-style problem. We've got a table here showing a test on different antacid tablets. We can see the starting pH of the stomach acid, and then the results after using 3 different tablets. Okay, let's run the routine. P, pick the task. The question wants the tablet that worked best. Best means it neutralized the most acid. H, highlight the data. We're looking for the biggest change towards neutral, so we spot the highest pH, which is 3.0 for tablet B. A, assess the direction. A higher pH means it's getting more neutral, so higher is better. S, scale sense. The 10x rule doesn't really apply to this specific question. And finally, E, evidence. The sentence in our head is simple. Tablet B raised the pH the most. Boom.
Done. We've got the right answer and we're confident.
Now, the people who write the GED are, well, they're clever. They know the common mistakes people make. But don't you worry, because we're about to make you even cleverer. We're going to show you exactly what traps to look out for.
Here are the two biggest traps you'll see. First, people see a number like pH 6, and they think, oh, it's so close to 7, it must be kind of basic. Wrong. Do not fall for that. If it is less than 7, it is acidic. Period. The second trap is just forgetting our golden 10x rule. The fix is so easy. Just count the steps between the two pH numbers and then multiply that many 10s together. Simple.
All right, you have been briefed, you have the secret codes, you have the game plan. Now it's time to put all that amazing training into action. It's your turn. Here we go. Here is your question. How many times more acidic is a solution with a pH of 2 than a solution with a pH of 5? Now don't just guess. Use the rule we just learned. Go ahead and pause this explainer and actually solve it. I'll wait. Okay, you back? Did you get it? The answer is 1,000 times. How? Well, the difference between pH 5 and pH 2 is 3 steps on our ruler, right? So that's 3 10s we gotta multiply. 10 times 10 times 10 equals 1,000. See, when you have the secret, it's so easy. Let's wrap this all up on one powerful, official CoolCat cheat sheet. If you can remember these key points, you are golden. Below 7 is acidic, above 7 is basic. One pH step is a 10x power change. An acid plus a base moves things towards 7. And sometimes they might ask you for a rate, which is just the change divided by the time. And of course, always, always, always use that phase routine. You absolutely crushed this training session today. So for one final challenge, let's try that rate idea. A lake's pH rises from 6.2 to 6.8 over the course of 3 weeks. What's the average rate of change per week? Do the quick math, and then I want you to drop your answer in the comments below. Let's see what you've got. Seriously, fantastic work today. Mission accomplished. If this explainer finally made pH click for you, do us a huge favor and smash that like button. And make sure you're subscribed for more GED hacks from all of us here on the Dr. CoolCat team. We'll see you in the next one.